Hey, what's going on? If you're just new here, tuning in to Cultured Unplugged, make sure you subscribe right here. I'm giving you the top 5 things to do for 2021. So let's go. Okay, so the very first thing you definitely want to do is going to be about facing your fears. Now, if 2020 wasn't already scary as it is, I definitely make sure that you want to be ready for 2021. So what does that really mean? What does facing my fears even mean to me? Well, think about it like this. Every time there's always been something that you were afraid to do, or maybe it was something like, learning how to ride a bike, or maybe it was learning to do something different or new. I want you to face them head on. Definitely face it head on, because as you already know, life is short. I want you to think about it like this. If I can just get through it and do it, you never know. So take that leap of faith, make it happen. Just be about your growth, okay? The next one, number 2, create a challenge for yourself. So what does that even mean? So let's think about your goals. Think about everything that you set for yourself. So, you look at, okay, my top 5 goals for 2021, I for me, off the bat, I want to make sure I get some weight off, okay? I want to get my finances increased. I want to go ahead and focus on a challenge to, really get this channel growing so that, you can get some great content and you can grasp and develop. So create a challenge for yourself. Do something that maybe you've always wanted to do, you never thought about doing it. Maybe you want to enter in a socially distanced marathon. Maybe you want to learn how to, ride a bike or something. Just basically take on that challenge and do it. I know for me, I've ran away from challenges so many times. I started my master's degree back in 2017. That was probably the biggest challenge for myself, and followed through and finished. So that was finished just last year. So I know if I can do anything like that, you can definitely do it as well. Don't look at it as something that you can't do. Number 3, it's gonna be really crucial. So let go of the past. Let's just say you have somebody that, I don't know, an old ex, maybe an old ex-girlfriend that you got. Maybe you are in a situation where, you're trying to let go of an old friend. You got an old friend that, is hard to let go. You've got to let that go. Maybe something happened to you in your past, something that really kind of affected you, something that made you feel, crazy inside. You're not alone on that. I've done it plenty of times. Sometimes I think back, but at the same time, I'm moving forward. So 2021 needs for me to be about growth and how can I focus on the future, okay? Everything that you see, even behind me, my degree right there. Yeah, I definitely couldn't have gotten my undergrad, from focusing too much on my past. So I need you to focus more on your future. And one of the ways you can do that is think about all the things that's going to be positive, all the things that you want to accomplish, okay? I know it can be a little bit tough. I can be a little bit intimidating seeing other people kind of keep on growing and moving fast and forward. But I want you to make sure you set a plan for yourself, okay? I want you to focus on making sure that, you are thinking about what's to come next and progress. So, letting go of that past, that hurt, whatever happened. I know something's a little bit tough to do and swallow. You may need a little bit more of a motivation, some coaching, some type of guidance. One of the ways I've actually also kind of think to mind that has helped me is having close family and friends just near me, just to be able to help me and guide me. So I will say that's definitely going to be one of the things that you can do to help overcome the past. The next thing is resetting your priorities. So all the things you did in 2020, as far as, the priorities that you never thought, was going to work out, or you had something planned, and then of course the pandemic messes all up, right? Well, if that's you, hey, I get it. I totally understand. One of the things that I can tell you that I have done, was look over my priorities. And it's so easy to get complacent. It's so easy to just get distracted. But you need to focus on your priorities. So the distractions of your friends, somebody saying, hey, let's go out, do this or whatever the case may be. Should be no reason anyway to be going out all the time right now because of obviously we are in a pandemic. But even more motivation for you is to make sure that you really hone in on those skills, hone in on something new, resetting your priorities for, handling your business. Handling your business, so important. So focus on your business, focus on your priorities. I would say something that you can do that'll help you. Get you a planner, get you something that like a little agenda, notepad. I'm always writing stuff down, whether it be by notes on my phone or actually physically writing them down and putting them on a board. So write down what your day-to-day short-term priorities are, and then what is your long-term priorities going to look like? What is your 2021 priorities going to want to look like for this year? Maybe you want to save some money. You're 20, 21, 22. This is now the time to start. If you've thought about doing a trade, or if you're finished with your bachelor's and you want to do a master's degree, maybe you work in a job but you want to actually hone in on skills. This is the time to take up so much of your information. If you haven't done it in 2020, I really hope that you are doing it in 2021. This is the time to step up. So again, one of the things you can do is plan it all out. Focus on your priorities. Make sure that you have a plan in place, because I want to make sure to see you winning, okay? The last one is to be productive. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. All right, isn't that all kind of coincide with everything else you maybe described, priorities and all that stuff? Yeah, I'm sure it is, but you can have priorities and still not be productive. So how does that really gonna match up to what you gotta do on a Saturday or Sunday? If you got no school, maybe you have your off day on a Wednesday, or use that time, okay? Because when somebody is sleeping at 5 a.m., you should be up working, doing something productive. I mean, you don't have to always in a situation be up at that time, but make it a habit to, okay? So be productive, read a book, find a book that's gonna be engaging. Get into some of these virtual groups, okay? There's tons of groups online that you can get to. Some of them are on Facebook. I'm on Clubhouse myself. So if you ever want to find me, you can find me up there at Christopher R. So you can go on Clubhouse if you're an Apple phone user, because I know right now it's still in beta mode. So what is Clubhouse? Clubhouse is a great resource for anyone who is anyone really, who has a following. Maybe they want to have a following. Maybe they're professional. Maybe they are an artist, a model, but it's a drop-in audio resource. And so there's so many different types of talent getting on there on a day-to-day, sharing knowledge for free. Some of them charge, some of them do actually charge in some of these little rooms that they call it, but there's so many different ways to get the information, okay? You need to make a habit of finding this information, get this information. You can go on YouTube and pull up anything you want to know, honestly, but be productive. Don't let time just, pass you by. So one of the things I can tell you that always helped me, and in my younger years, I wasn't, especially in my 20s, I wasn't even doing this. But if I was 23 instead of 33 right now, I definitely would be doing this. I would have myself a whole list of different challenges I wanted to have, of different things I wanted to do for the week. Okay, so by week. And I would just break it down. So week by week, I have, on Monday, I got to make sure I went ahead and get this project done. Tuesday, I maybe want to go ahead and read this book. On Wednesday, I'm doing some hiking. Every day, I'm doing something. Even at now, I don't have much time. No one has that much time on this earth. We're here for a limited time only. Use the time wisely and make something happen. Be great, okay? So, take it from me, all right? Make sure that you focus on being productive, okay? Because playing video games all day long. Now, if that's your hustle, if you got a legitimate hustle behind it, okay, where it's bringing back some money back in your pocket that you can save and put away for something future that future investment, then all means, go for it. But if it's not returning some type of, something to you, cool. I'm not saying that you can't have no fun. Have your fun. I'm a big believer in working hard and playing harder. So you can definitely do it. Make sure and make it happen. Don't be afraid to go out there and have your fun, but definitely make sure at the end of the day that you're also focusing on having your business taken care of. Okay, so I hope that I gave you something to work with. This was my 5 things to make sure you do for 2021 to keep you on your game. Okay, so I hope that you learned something, you grasped something. Please also follow my Instagram at CulturedCulture _. Make sure to leave me a comment. If you have a question, something like that, just DM me. Let me know. Maybe we can connect. All right. Otherwise, I hope you stay plugged in. One love.